Hey, this is Mr. J here, and I'm going to walk you through this example geometry problem where we're going to create the equation of a new line that is parallel to the standard form line 6x minus 3y is equal to 4, and the new line is going to pass through the point a comma negative 12. So let's point out a few things we're definitely going to need to know, right? First thing we need to understand is we've got to create an equation of a line, and since I said this is in standard form, we've got to create an equation of a line that is in slope-intercept form, right? And here's slope-intercept form. Slope m and y-intercept, which is b. Okay. Next, we've got to know that the new line is going to be parallel to this line. All right. So remember, parallel means this, right? Parallel, a little parallel symbol, right? Means that two lines are parallel and they will never touch. Okay. Never touch. They're going to be parallel. All right. And then the last thing we got to be able to see, and we'll use this last, is that the new line is going to pass through the point a comma negative 12. All right, so the first thing we need to know is what the slope is. Well, looks like we're going to have to put this standard form in that slope-intercept form. So let's rewrite the standard form, and let's figure out what we're going to do. Okay, but remember there's a couple of steps here. First thing we've got to do is we've got to move this 6x term across the equal sign. So with that, we get minus 3y is equal to negative 6x plus 4, push that out to the right, and then the last thing we're going to do is divide everything by negative 3. Okay, negative 3 divided by negative 3 is going to be y. Negative 6 divided by negative 3 is going to be 2, so we're going to say m is equal to 2. And, just for grins, let's remind ourselves that the y-intercept, which is going to be 4 divided by negative 3, will be negative 4/3. Okay, that's great. But we're really not going to use that last thing. So let's just kind of scribble it out right here. This is not going to be used because we know that a new line will have to have a new y-intercept. So let's just kind of scribble that out. All right, so last, how do we find the new y-intercept? Well, we're going to do that by substituting x and y into x and y here. And we're going to reuse our slope too because we know that it has to have the same slope, and then we're going to go solve for b. All right, so here we go. Negative 12 is equal to 2 over 1 times x is 8 over 1, if we want to put it like that. I'm doing it like that right there in case it was something other than 2 over 1, like 2 over 3. All right, so example here tells us that we're solving for b. All right, so here we go. Negative 12 is equal to 2 times 8, which is 16, plus b. Let's move that 16 across the equal sign. And so all in one step, we're going to flip both the b value and the actual number that we're calculating, which is, of course, negative 28. And so that's the new y-intercept. So let's write our new equation. The new equation is going to be y is equal to 2x minus 28. All right, so there we go. The only difference is that the original line had a y-intercept of negative 4/3, and now then this one has a y-intercept of negative 28. There you go.